पठामि संस्कृतं नित्यं वदामि संस्कृतं सदा ध्यायामि संस्कृतं सम्यक् वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम् संस्कृतस्य प्रसाराय नैजं सर्वं ददाम्यहम् संस्कृतस्य सदा भक्तो वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम् संस्कृतस्य कृते जीवन् संस्कृतस्य कृते यजन् आत्मानम् आहुतं मन्ये वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्। ध्यानश्लोकः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवते भवद्वेषिणीम् नमोऽस्तु ते फुल्लारविन्दायत येन त्वया भारतपूर्णः ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। वसुदेवसुतं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवं कृष्णं वन्दे भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथज गान्धार शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी तुला अश्वत्थामविघ्नघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदे कैवर्तकः केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममार्थगन्धोत्कटम् सरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधिता सज्जनषट्पदैरहरः नं मुदा भूयाद्भालिमलप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। अथ गीता महात्म्यम्। गीताशास्त्रमिदं पुण्यं यः पठेत् प्रयतः पुमान् विष्णोः पदमवाप्नोति भयशोकविवर्जितः। गीताध्ययनशीलस्य प्राणायामपरस्य च नैव सन्ति हि पापानि पूर्वजन्मकृतानि च मलनिर्मोचनं पुंसाञ्जलस्नानन्दिने दिने सकृद्गीताम्भसि स्नानं संसारमलनाशनं गीता व्या किमन्यैः शास्त्रविस्तरैः स्वयं नाभस्य मुखपद्माद्विनिसृता भारतामृतसर्वस्वं विष्णोर् गीता गङ्गोदकं पीत्वा पुनर्जन्म न सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दुग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् एकं शास्त्रं देवकीपुत्रगीतमेको देवो देवकीपुत्र एव एको मन्त्रस्तस्य नामानि यानि कर्माप्येकं तस्य देवस्य सेवा कारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं शेषं विष्णुसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं लक्ष्मीनयनं योगिभिर्ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथं मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषद्यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थितेन मनसा यस्यान्तन्न विदुः सुरासुरगणा महा।
धन्यवादः। परन्तु मया यत् श्रुतं तत्र मध्ये मध्ये किमपि न श्रुतं। प्रायः भवत्याः तत्र गृहे अन्तर्जालसम्पर्कसमस्या स्यात्, इंटरनेट कनेक्शन प्रॉब्लम maybe.
Maybe. Yeah.
So
Yes.
between it was silent, this one. I don't know whether it is recorded or not. We will see later.
Okay.
No problem. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
धन्यवादः। इदानीं अग्रे किमपि पाठयितुम् अहं प्रारम्भं करोमि। तत्पूर्वं ये परीक्षा न लिखितवन्तः तेषां कृते सूचना। The question paper as well as the answer paper both are there on the group. What I request you, those who have not written the exam, without look, I mean, you can download both, but at a time, I mean, give some half an hour, 1 hour gap, and don't look at, and during that period, don't look at the answers. Then start writing the answers on your own on a sheet of paper. Don't send it to me, anything. After you complete, then you check with the answers and then mark yourself, judge yourself, and then send me the mark. There are some people who have not written the exam, so that is this one. Okay, because this is you are all our group is such that we are not going to look for any job after passing this exam or this one. So there is no point in making a university or college or school type exam that somebody examiner will scan, then you'll go for valuation, revaluation, something, nothing like that. You judge yourself and know where you stand, okay? And inform me the marks, that's all, okay? And so far, many people have informed me, almost around, I don't know how many, around 18 to 20 people have informed. They have honestly checked their own papers and said this much marks we have got, okay? So that is the thing. Those who have not written, don't wait for this one on the this one group, WhatsApp group. Both question paper as well as answer papers are there. Please attempt yourself and check. Now, I don't know, this camera is giving some problem again today. Okay, it will set right itself. So now we want to start another chapter called Nijantam. Can somebody tell what is Nijantam?
ते अन्येषां अन्यानां प्रेरणा ददाति। लैक् पाठयति, अहं पठामि, गुरुः पाठयति, भवान् पाठयति.
Okay. So anyway, you have got basic this one. So I will now share my screen and Oh, sorry. So we want to study Nijantam. Yatha Bhagini Uktavati Nijantam Ityukte Preranaadayi, something like that. Okay, so I mean, she knows, but the thread by thread we will study today what Nijantam means. See, Nijantam is called Preraka Kriya. Yatha, no, here, okay. Ramaha Vanam Gacchati, and now here don't get bogged down on whether Kaikeyi inspired or forced Rama to go to exile. Okay, just I am reading here Kaikeyi Ramam Vanam Gantum Prerayati. Okay, so that is the thing. I mean, we will take Prerayati in the both the sense, either inspiring or forcing. Okay, so then Gantum Prerayati, Gamanartham Prerayati means Gamayati is a new type of verb, and this verb will called Preraka Kriya, because the person who inspires is called Prerakaha. Inspires in the sense here you take it as inspire, it may be forcing also. So Kaikeyi forced Rama to go to exile. So we will say Gantum Prerayati is Gamayati. Another example, Balakah Patati. So Shikshakah Balam Patitum Prerayati. Yatha Bhagini Uktavati. Patitum Prerayati is I mean the teacher is inspiring the child to read. So Patitum Prerayati is Pathayati. Now in English there are two different things. Inspiring to read is I'm just giving something, and teaching are two different things. But here both mean this. I mean, the same word is used for both. So patitum prerayati and pathayati. This is the word. Okay. Karmakara karyam karoti, and Swami karena karyam karmakaram karyam kartum prerayati. So karma karoti and kartum prerayati. See here. This word kartum prerayati inspires, or Swami cannot, I mean, is a owner of or boss of some worker. He will not, there is no question of inspiring, there is forcing. But both are taken in the same spirit. So kartum prerayati means all other words remain the same, that kartum prerayati is replaced by karayati. Okay, that is the one. Balakah dugdam pibati. So mata balakam dugdam patum prerayati. So here dugdam payayati. So that preranarthak artha is given in this new verb, payayati, karayati, gamayati. Okay, so this is our new prerak, that new verb. Okay, see there are two verbs, pibati, the balaka pibati. So this is one verb, one kriya. Another kriya is payayati. So this is another verb only, kriya padam only, but this is called preraka kriya. So preraka kriya nijanta kriya iti uchyate. Why it is called nijanta kriya? Because there is a nich pratyaya ante bhavati. धातोः अन्ते निच् प्रत्ययः भवति. So what happens is, what is the niche? Niche I split into letters. So half na, e and half cha. This na and cha are ich sauneka. Now we have studied ich sauneka words when we did pratyaharas and all that. So we learned at that time, that is anubandha or ich sauneka varna. They are like packing. I had explained this, and they convey some meaning before you use the product inside. They convey some meaning. So what is that meaning? Right now we will not bother. Okay, but understand that here this e only remains to be attached to the dhatu. Okay, both na and cha, they have some message for prakriya. Will not go into that. So dhatu plus nich pratyaya, that is e only, will give nijanta dhatu. Okay, nutana dhatu. It's a new verb itself, a new root. Now here nich plus anta is a nijanta. What is this sandhi? We have studied sandhi now. Nich is the name of the pratyaya. Anta means ante nich pratyaya. Dhatoh ante nich pratyaya bhavati. Atha tasya nama nijanta. So nich plus anta is nijanta. There is a sandhi between cha and a. What is this sandhi?
Jashtva Sandhi, Mahodaya.
Jashtva Sandhi.
Yeah, jashtva sandhi. Okay. So nich plus anta nijanta. Ach plus anta ajanta. Okay. So now I have given some examples. I mean, we'll open the book, but so or original dhatu plus this e. E is a new dhatu. Okay. And what are the lat lakarasya prathama purushasya ekvachanam, just like patha is pathati, pathi patha pathayati, all that. How to derive those words? So gama plus e, gami, this is the new dhatu. Okay, now I want to find out how to find the forms of gami. Anybody knows any dhatu which ends in e, small e?
Kavi.
Huh?
Kavi.
Kavi is not a dhatu.
Sorry.
Kapi.
Subandha hai.
Huh? Anybody knows?
Kapi.
No, kapi is not a dhatu. Kapi is
Patishyati.
Ni.
Patishyati.
Ni dhatu is dirgha ikaranta. I am asking hrasva ikaranta.
E only, no? Patishyati.
No. Path is the dhatu.
Patati.
Pathati is the verb. I mean the tinganta pratyaya. I am asking original dhatu with small e. Okay, I will give you.
Pachi.
Ji dhatu. Everybody agrees? What is the lat lakarasya prathama purushasya ekvachanam? Ji?
Jayati.
Yes. Okay. So now compare this. Ji becomes jayati. So what will become gami? Gamayati. Okay. So whether you remember this in between dhatu gami and all that, or you remember final form, that is up to you. Okay, I'm just telling you how to derive the forms. So this new dhatu gami will be declined like gamayati, gamayata, gamayanti, gamayasi, gamayatha, gamayatha, gamayami, gamayavaya, gamayamaha. Okay. What will be the lot lakar?
Gachatu.
No, gama gachatu is for gama. I am asking for gami.
गमयतु
वा
गमयतु
Gamayatu. Okay. So gachatu, gachata, gachantu, gachha, gachatam, gachata. So gamaya, gamayatha, gamayanta. Okay, like that. So the gamaya you have heard many times. Gamaya means now. See, gamayati means he forces or inspires somebody to go. Saha gamayati. Okay. Saha gamayati. Okay. Ramaha or Kaikeyi Ramam Vanam gamayati. Kaikeyi forces or inspires Rama to go. Similarly, gamaya. So lot lakarasya madhyama purushasya ekvajan. Gamaya means inspired to go or forced to go. Where have you heard this word gamaya? Every day you chant asatoma sadgamaya.
Asatoma Sadgamaya.
Okay. So asatoma, asata is the untruth or whatever, non-existing, whatever. So that is a Panchami Vibhakti. Is a Takaranta, Halant Shabda. So Panchami Asataha. From Asata, Asat, Ma is Ma Avam no Asmanna, to me. Dvitiya Vibhakti. Asmat Shabdasya Dvitiya Vachanam, Dvitiya Ekvachanam. To me, from Asat to Sat, Gamaya. Inspire me or force me to go, or in the simple English, take me from Asat to Sat. Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Mrityo, from the death, take me to Amritam. Okay, anyway, sidetrack. I just showed you how this verb is declined and used in all the lakars. This gamaya is in the lot lakar. So this new dhatu gami is declined in all the lakaras. It is a new dhatu itself. Okay, then next. Patha plus e. Now gama plus e is gami and patha plus is not pati but pati. Why? Right now don't bother about that. We have to just remember the forms at this stage. So pati will become pathayati. Okay. Kru plus e is kari. Karoti, karayati. Pa plus e, pai. So pa becomes pibati, pai becomes payayati. Khad is khadi and khadayati. Stha. Now why after adding e this becomes sthapi, not sthai? Right now don't bother. Okay, there are some rules which are beyond our scope. Sthapayati. Oh, I think I made a mistake here. I'll right now change that. Okay. Sthapayati. Da, dadati. So that becomes dapi. Dapayati means to give. Ra. Okay. Somebody gives, but somebody else inspires it. Please mute yourself, Vijayashri Bhagini. Please mute yourself. Okay. So dapayati means da original root is dadati. Saha dhanam dadati. But somebody else dapayati, he inspires this man to give. That is dapayati. Similarly, gai, what is the gai original dhatu? Gai,
Gayati.
gayati, but here gapayati. Okay. So these are the forms. I mean, you don't have to bother how the derivation and all that is coming. Either you remember this intermediate dhatu itself, or go to I'll show you that also, ashtadhyayi.com, how this word is, these new forms are declined. Okay. So now what I say is, Nijanta dhatu, that new dhatu, is it's a new verb. So what are the other things we do with the our normal verbs? We had tingant pratyas, okay, gachati, gachata, gachanti, and all that in all the 10 lakaras. We also add some pratyas, na? Kta, ktavatu, then ktwa, lyap, etc. Okay. So we can, this is a nutana dhatu. So tasmat pare ktah, ktavatu, tumun, lyap, ityadaya pratyaya api vidiyante. That is, they are attached. I mean, you get new forms and new meanings to these avyayas. Like here gam, that becomes gami, so it becomes gamita, gamitavan, gamaitva, nirgamaya. This last is lyap, second last is twa, this is ktavatu and kta. Okay. So gami means either inspire or force to go. So what will be gamit means kta pratyaya. One is gama and gata. Gata is one who has gone. So gamita means one who has been forced to go. Okay, in the kta karmani dhatu. I will just show one example where this gamita word has come. I mean, in the literature, which I could lay my hand on. Okay, I will show you where is this. Okay, Drishyadeva. This is Meghadutam Kalidasasya. And
न दृश्यते
very first shloka, Kaschit Kanta Viraha Guruna Swadikarat Pramattaha Shapena Stangamita Mahima Varshabha Bhartuhu Varshabhogyasya Vardu Yakshas Chakre Janakatanaya Stana Punyodakeshu Snigdachaya Tarusha Vasatim Brahma Giriya Shrameshu. So here, anyway, we will not go into that. I have studied this Purva Mega full, no problem. But I just want to, because this, since I had studied, I could look at this verb, Astangamita Mahima. Shapena Astang, that here Shapena is Tritiya Vivakti of Shapa. Then Astangamita Mahima. So, when the sun sets, we say Surya Astam Gataha. Okay, sun has set on his own. But Astam Gamita, forced to go to Asta. Okay. One is Gata, other is Gamita. Gata is he has gone on his own, like sun sets, Astam Gataha Surya. But Astam Gamita, so which has been forced to go to Asta, means what you say, stop being active or whatever it is. What is Mahima? So Yasya Mahima, for 1 year, Varshabharena, this one, Astangamita, which has been forced to go to Asta. This is the literature Gamita word. Okay, is not on his own. Mahima did not stop being active on his own. It was anyway. Are you familiar with the story of Meghadutam? is somebody not familiar with the story of Meghadutam? Okay, I'll just in brief I'll tell you. On the in the Himalayas there is a this is the mythology. So in Himalayas there is a town called Alka Nagari, and in that
Sir,
uh,
but whether it is a mythology,
I am not aware because I have not in the geographical map. I have not seen any Nagari called Alka in Himalayas. Okay, so I treat it as okay some story. Whether it is mythology or real story, we will not go there. So
just because many of the people use many for even Ramayana Mahabharata as mythology,
no, no,
which
no,
I think is not right.
no,
So
no,
the
no.
usage of mythology has become just
No, let us not go into that. Let us come to the literature first. Okay. So in Himalayas, there is a Nagari called Alka Nagari. It is inhabited by Yakshas, and their king is Kubera. And one of the Yakshas, he has got a duty that every morning he should go to the lake, pluck the lotus flowers, and bring it to the uh, puja karyam for Kubera. Kubera is the king. He worships Lord Shiva. So this yaksha, one particular yaksha, one day he was newly married, so he did not want to get up in the morning and do. So in the night itself, he plucked the flowers and kept it. That time there was no fridge, but Himalayan atmosphere is fridge itself. So he kept it in the house, and in the morning he went and gave it to the Kubera. So when Kubera started using them for the puja, one of the flowers bloomed. Okay, because in the night, during the night, this one the flowers will close themselves. Huh? So when Kubera used that, that flowers it opened, and inside that there was one that Brahmara that came out. That time Kubera came to know that this fellow has, you know, he has not done his duty in the morning. He has done it in the night itself. So he gave one sharp. He cursed him that for 1 year you will have to go to Ramagiri, and all your powers are withdrawn, whatever. It is. So that is the fourth Astangamita Mahima. Okay, so he comes to Ramagiri, and then all that on the first day of Ashada, he sees a cloud, and all those. We will not go into that. Here, let us concentrate on Astangamita Mahima. So my this one was uh, how
Gamayati.
okay gum becomes gummy. If the original thought of gum is there, it will be gatta. Okay, Ramaha vanam gataha. But here gamita is forced. He has been forced to go. Gamitawan, Gamaitwa, Nirgamaya, and all those forms. Okay. So this much is Nijanta. This today we have concentrated on only the verb forms and not on other aspects. Okay. So let me again come back to this. So our aim is to remember these forms. Okay. Gama gamayati, pata patayati, kru karayati, pa payayati, khadayati, stha sthapayati, da dapayati. Now open your book and I'll tell you the page number. Page number 74. चतुस्सप्तति पृष्ठं चतुस्सप्ततिमा पुस्तकं तत्र or even in 73 also they are given some on 73 patati patayati gachati gamayati परिभ्रमति परिभ्रामयति, प्रविशति प्रविशति प्रवेशयति, जानाति ज्ञापयति, तरति तारयति, तुष्यति तोषयति, स्फुरति स्फोरयति, पिबति पाययति, हसति हासयति, बोधति बोधयति, जागर्ति जागरयति. All this. Now, as I said, you can remember these forms on your own, or I will open that our famous website. Okay, this is your ashtadhyay.com. So here you go to either, there are so many buttons there. Go to Dhatu Patha and choose whichever Dhatu you want. Which Dhatu you want? Okay, tell me. Or let us take as an example gum. Okay. So you open this Dhatu, and at the top here is Kartari Bhavakarmano Sannante Nijante. So you open Nijanta Dhatu. Nijanta. You'll get all the forms. Gamayati, Gamayata, Gamayanti, Gamayasi, Gamayatha, Gamayatha, Gamayami, Gamayavaha, Gamayamaha. And here we'll go to Lot Lakar. Let us see. See. Gamayatu, Gamayata, Gamayatam, Gamayantu, Gamaya, Gamayata, Gamayatam, Gamayata, Gamayani, Gamayava, Gamayama. Okay, now one more thing, I think in the slide I did not include that. Most of the, except some few exceptions, okay, most of the dhatus in the Nijanta form are Ubhayapadi. So they have both Parasmayapadi as well as Atmanepadi forms. But there are some dhatus, very specific, very few, which are not in Atmanepadam. They are only in Parasmaypadam. So it is safe to treat all the, I mean, whatever form you get, you put it in Parasmaypadam, no harm. Okay, nobody will question why you are done. But in case you come across while reading in the Atmanepadi Dhatu, you should be able to know, yes, it is the valid form. So that is why it has been used. Okay, that's all. But when you want to use, you can use Parasmaypadam safely without landing into trouble. Okay, so that is the thing. Okay, and as I said, this on page number 77, he has given all this twa, tumun, and lyap pratyayas. Okay, so gama, gantum, gamaitum, and at the top in each column, he has here anijante, nijante. Means anijante is without applying the nij pratyaya, what will be the form? And after applying the nij pratyaya, there is a nijanta. What will be the form he has given? Okay, both are there. So this much is from my side. Please ask any doubts. Next class we will cover other aspects of the nijanta prayoga. Today we have just concentrated on the verb form, how the pratyaya, the nij pratyaya is attached to the original dhatu, then how that form is used to, it becomes a new dhatu, and how that new dhatu, nutana dhatu, katham लकारस्य उपयोगः करणीयः एतावत् पर्यन्तम् अस्माभिः पठितम् अद्य. इदानीं कोऽपि संशयः अस्ति चेत् पृच्छन्तु. आगामी
Mahod,
now I will stop sharing, and then if anything this is there, we will come back. Okay. Yeah, please ask this one. I mean, today our concentration was only on the how to derive the forms, and nowadays since the website is available, but this background I gave so that you understand how those forms in the website are derived. Okay.
Uh, uh, Nijantas have that I in them,
Yes.
all belonging to the Churadigan Mahodaya.
No, no, no. 1 minute, 1 minute. You raised a very good point. See, what happens is this. Okay. Now I'll open another this one for others to form. Let me first open that, then I'll share the screen. Okay, now I'll share the screen here. See here, I have written here Dhatu Gananam Vikarana Pratyaya. So I have given here, I think I have introduced this earlier, but in case somebody has missed, this is just again this one. There are roughly about 2000 dhatus in Sanskrit, okay, original dhatus. And Panini Maharshi has divided them into 10 groups. Each group is called Gana. And he has given order also. He has numbered them from 1 to 10. And he has given the names of dhatus, Ganas. Bhwadi Gana, Adadi Gana. The reason why he is called Bhwadi is the first dhatu is Bhu. Similarly, Adadigana means the first dhatu is Ad. Divadigana means first dhatu is Div. So like that. Swadi is Su. Sudadi Tud. Rudhadi Rudh. Tanadi Tanu. Okay. Tanu with then Kriyadi Kri dhatu. Churadi Chur dhatu. Now when we apply the Ting and Ting Pratyaya, before the Ting Pratyaya, between the Dhatu and the Ting Pratyaya, we have to add one another letter called Vikarana Pratyaya. Okay. So our main job is for Gana number 1, 4, 6 and 10. Okay. Right now we will not bother about that. So the first Gana Vikarana is A, number 4 is Ya, number 6 is again A, and number 10 is Aya. Okay. So like Churadi Katha Dhatu, for example. So we don't say Kathati. Like Gama Patati, we will not say Katha Kathati. It is Kathayati or Chur Chorayati. So that Aya comes here. So this is Vikarana Pratyaya. Okay, that comes between the Dhatu and Ting Pratyaya. Now what happens is, say Gama Dhatu is in, or like Patha Dhatu, it is in the Prathama Gana, okay, the Bhwadi Gana. So we make the new Dhatu by adding Nich Pratyaya, say Gami or Pati, Pati. Then what happened? Again, when you derive the form, it becomes Gamayati. So that Aya comes again there. It is visible, I mean, it is audible or visible. Same thing, if you apply to the Churadigana, what happens? So it become Chorayati, will it become Chorayayati, something like that, double year or the It is the answer is no. It is only single aya will remain. Double aya will not come there. Okay, for whatever the reasons, this is the rule. Okay. But for other groups, other ganas, that aya will be clearly visible or audible if you speak that. So gama becomes gamayati. That aya, like a vikaran, it is a different pratyaya altogether. Nich pratyaya, because of the prakriya and all that, that aya sound comes there. And gama becomes gamayati, patha becomes pathayati, kru becomes karayati. Okay. But if same is katha dhatu, suppose kathayati, again the nich, you add nich pratyaya and then again remove some part or the, it becomes kathayati again. So the anijanta dhatu of katha will be kathayati. Nijanta will also be remain kathayati only. Now, how to differentiate between this one is between depending on the context. That is the only answer. Okay. So, if we come across some verb of churadigana, we'll have to make out from the context whether it is a original churadi dhatu or it is a nijanta churadi dhatu. That depends only on the context. So, this much is the as Bhagini said, that's an answer for that. Okay.
Dhanyawad, Mahodaya. Again, an extension of this I wanted to ask.
Huh.
Like दशमगणस्य विकरणप्रत्ययः अय अपि धातौ गुणादेशं कारयति इति कारणात् when we have the अन्तिमवर्ण e or दीर्घ e u r r that a o r.
Huh. No, what is the doubt?
The doubt is like with is the dhatu. So because we have that, so that becomes a vedayate. Is it
Bhagini, your voice was in between. I could not hear much. Maybe there's internet problem.
Okay.
Huh.
Are you able to Shriyate Mahodaya?
Now is sure there.
Because aya api dhatau guna antima varna, whether it is e or u or r dirgha r, that will, the extension will be a o r respectively. Like it is chur dhatu becomes chorayati.
Yeah, that is
Similarly,
no. Okay, you're telling well. Okay, you have studied the sutra. Others have not studied the sutra, so I don't want to get into the grammar.
oh, okay.
The
Okay,
prakriya is totally out of scope for us at this stage. Okay. Later on, there may be-
Actually, these are the doubts which I had at Pravesha itself, Mahodaya. At the stage. So whenever you are available, my inquisitiveness is more that I wanted to.
No, this is well taken. No problem. Very good. I mean, I appreciate your curiosity. Only thing is, as far as the course is concerned,
Class, okay.
we are not going into the prakriya part of it. How it becomes and all is beyond our scope.
Okay.
Okay. If you want to, and I think I will show you again that also. Let me again open the Dhatu Patha. Okay. Now I share the screen. This is for those who are interested. Okay. Now say we'll go to which dhatu she said. Okay, I'll take here chorayati. Okay. Chora dhatu. So in the 10th gana. Okay. Now how chur becomes chor? That is the question she has raised. So I mean I know the answer, but for those who are interested and who want to learn more on their own, just go to the ashtadhyayi.com, open the dhatu that you want, chorayati, and click on this. You'll get a prakriya here. Complete. Okay. But this much is beyond our scope. Okay. Now I'll show you here the step what Bhagini said is here. Madam Bhagini Pashyatu atra. So chur plus e plus a plus tip. So here that sutra is Puganta Lagupatasya. So chur becomes chori. Okay. Then Prakriya goes and finally come at the form of chorayati. Right. I know that I can write the entire Prakriya on my own. That is, I have studied all that. That is a separate issue. But not for here. I mean, not for GP1. Okay.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಮಹೋದಯ.
Right. So in case you have any doubt for any step in the Prakriya, you can send a message on WhatsApp to me privately, not on the group, because others are not supposed
ಅಸ್ತು
to.
ಮಹೋದಯ.
I mean, if anybody is interested, please go ahead, no problem. Okay, right?
ಅಸ್ತು ಮಹೋದಯ.
Yeah.
Again, I have a third question, Mahodaya. Like when it Mata Balakena Annam Khadayati. But when it comes to Payayati, it becomes Vibhakti. But when it is Khadayati, the Prayojya becomes Tritiya Vibhakti.
Okay.
Why?
Now, wait. What I told you in the entire this one, that today we are concentrating only on the verb form, not on other parts.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay, Mahodaya. Okay.
Next class
Okay.
we'll study those things where
Okay.
you use the what is the meaning of prayojaka karta, prayojyakarta, which vibhakti to be, all those things we will study next class.
Next class. Okay, Mahodaya.
Now, even the book also concentrates mainly on the verb forms. Gama becomes gamayati. Okay. Khad becomes khadayati. Pa becomes payayati. That's all. Okay, Bhagini? Next class we will concentrate on what are the definitions, what is mean by prayojyakarta, what is mean by prayojakakarta, which vibhakti is used by this, and all those things we will study next class. Okay, but
Okay, Mahodaya.
okay, just for my this one, which sutra you will be using for that? Have you studied that sutra?
No, Mahodaya. No, I'm not aware of the sutra for this.
बुद्धि पर्यवसान
Yes. Okay.
स्थान
Gati
शब्द
buddhi,
कर्म कर्म
yeah. Gati buddhi pratyavasarartha shabda karma karmakanam ni ani
आणि करतो
sarna.
नव्हतो.
Okay. So that is a sutra. Let us not bother about that. Okay. And there are some vartikas also there. So we're not going to see at this stage. I mean, as far as Sanskrit Bharati is concerned, they just want you to follow the book and this one. So we will not bother about that actually. Just today we concentrate on the verb forms only. Right? Astu, itopi kopi samshaya asti चेत् कृपया पृच्छन्तु, चिन्ता मास्तु. अद्य यत् मया पाठितं तद्विषये कोऽपि सन्देहः अस्ति चेत् संकोचं मा कुर्वन्तु, पृच्छन्तु. अस्तु तर्हि तस्य अहं समापयामि. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः.